Hi, welcome to From Me to You Life in Words. I'm your host, Jaisal, and thank you so much for being here. In here, we will going to talk about the different phases, twists and turns of life. I'll be sharing stories, reflections, and insights, reminding us that in every aspect of life, there is something to be learned. So, whether looking for encouragement, fresh perspectives, or simply the comfort of knowing that you're not alone, this space is for you. Ever since I was in high school and in college, I felt like I already had everything figured out. I thought to myself, I graduate at 21 since my course is 5 years. After that, I'll study for board exam, pass it, get a job, help my family, and start saving for myself. Then maybe at 23, I'll have a boyfriend. Because by then, I thought I would already have built something in my life. And when I reached 21, I graduated, took the board exam, and didn't pass. Right after the results came out, I was torn. Should I start reviewing again or should I start looking for a job? Then pandemic happened and things got even harder. Most companies they were looking for board passers or people with experience and I had neither. I was a fresh grad, no job experience, and not a board passer. While reviewing for my second take, I was also applying for jobs online. There were even times when the exams would get cancelled because the COVID cases kept rising. I'm a homebody. I've always liked being at home, but during lockdown, I didn't realize how much it would worsen my anxiety. Social media became my only outlet, but instead of feeling better, it made me compare my life even more. At 22, I felt like I was already falling behind with all the goals I had set for myself. Then came 23, still no job, still not a board passer. I felt so frustrated, disappointed, and honestly angry at myself. I kept asking, why am I having such a hard time to achieve anything? Am I not good enough? I felt so lost. It's true that when you graduate, even if you have plans for your life, once things didn't get the way expected, you really start to feel lost. That's exactly what happened to me. Back when I was still studying, my mindset was just simple. Just keep studying so I can graduate, take the board exam, and find a job after. My family never pressured me. They were supporting me all the way, and I was so grateful for that. I was the one who's putting pressure on myself because I had this mindset that by a certain age, I should already be working, helping my family, and providing for myself. In November 2021, still 23, finally I was hired and got my first job. I was so happy and grateful. I started to learn my new job and started to figure out life again. And when I turned 25, I'm still figuring out life. Ang dami-dami kong gustong gawin pero hindi ko alam paano ko gagawin at sisimulan. I got pressured again with life because I felt like at 25, I should already have things figured out. Until I reached my breaking point. While sitting in my room, crying and exhausted from all the thoughts running in my head, God made me realize, why do you keep on pressuring yourself by putting a deadlines on every aspects of your life? Why are you trying to take so much control? Why don't you give it to me? Why don't you surrender it to me? Bakit sinusolo mo lahat nandito naman ako? I was so focused on the future that I became anxious. I forgot that back when I was still studying, I used to dream and pray just to graduate and have a stable career where I can provide for myself and help my family. Now I have work. I've been working as an accountant for more than 3 years now. I can provide for myself. I can somehow buy what I want. I can help my family. I can spoil them. I've been living the very life I used to dream and prayed for. That's when I learned to stop trying to control what will happen in the future. Stop putting so much focus on what will happen next or dwelling on what has already happened. Don't live in the future or in the past. Start living in the present. You can't control what will happen in the future. The only thing that you can control is today. Your actions, your emotions, and the way you think. Focus on what you can control instead of stressing yourself out over the things that are beyond your control. The future is uncertain. What's certain is today, and what you do today is what matters the most. Because your actions now will bring you closer to the goals that you wanted to achieve in the future. Don't jeopardize your present by pressuring yourself to meet the deadlines that you've set. If you do not meet those self imposed timelines, it's okay. There's no deadlines for different aspects of our lives. Deadlines only exist at work or in school. You know what's the real deadline is? It's the time when our life in this world ends. Because that's the only time when we can no longer do anything. But as long as you're alive, regardless of your age, you always have a chance to achieve your dreams and goals in life. If you want to set deadlines for yourself, it's okay. But don't put too much pressure on yourself that you forget to enjoy and learn the process to the point where you no longer feel excited chasing those dreams. So, what if you're in your 30s and you're still single? Some get married in their 40s and are genuinely happy because they enjoy their life during their season of singleness. So, what if you're in your 30s and just started a new career or a new business? So, what if you're in your 20s and you're still figuring out life or what you're passionate about? So, what if you're in your 20s and you still don't have your own car or own house? Everyone moves at their own pace. Life isn't a race, it's a journey. We're not really running out of time. It's the pressure that we put on ourselves, the pressure that comes from comparing our journey to others, from what we see on social media, from the timelines that we feel like we have to meet. It doesn't matter how old you are not a failure just because you didn't reach your goal within a certain deadlines. You are not less of a person because of it. Hindi ka bawasan ng kakayahan mo o ng pagkatao mo kung hindi mo man naabot yung deadline na gusto mo para sa buhay. What matters is that you're still here, you're still trying. And as long as you're alive, there will always be a chance to achieve your dreams and goals in life. Because as long as you live, you ask guidance from the Lord, and you have courage in your heart, then you have what you need to keep going. You may not achieve all of your plans in life, but God will give you exactly what's perfect and what's meant for you. You may set deadlines for yourself, but at the end of the day, it's God's timing that will always be the best. It may be hard, the road may be bumpy, you might lose your patience 1,000 times before you get there, but trust me, His timing is never too late. There's a right timing for everything. We just need to trust God's plans for us because God's plans is far greater than anything we could ever come up with. Because His plans isn't just based on what we want, it's built on what we need. It's carefully crafted for each one of us. But of course, at the end of the day, it's still up to us how we choose to live our lives and how much we are willing to trust Him along the way. Start with grace, not with pressure. You don't need to perfect everything all at once. Aim for progress, not perfection. Giving your best also means being kind to yourself, especially during tired days. Most of the time, we were so focused on the outcome that we forgot to enjoy and learn the process. But the process is where the growth happens. The small steps, the setbacks, the quiet moments of trying again, those are important as the goal itself. So breathe, give yourself grace, let go of pressure. You're doing better than what you think. It's important to have goals. Each one of us should have one. But don't try to take so much control of it. Ask guidance from the Lord in your journey, especially in how you walk toward those dreams because the process is never easy. Imagine you're going somewhere unfamiliar or on a vacation trip. That destination is your goal in life. The deadlines that you've set for yourself, that's the time that you hope to arrive. But along the way, you might hit traffic, bumpy, or unpaved roads. Those are the obstacles and frustrations, trials that will slow you down and test your patience. Sa biyahe mo, pwede ka ding masiraan ng sasakyan at kakailanganin mong pumunta sa may pinakamalapit na mekaniko. And the mechanic will need tools to repair your car. That mechanic is God. He's the one who's going to repair you through the lessons that you need to learn along the way and the people He will send into your life. Once your car is fixed, you're ready to move forward again, but this time stronger and more prepared. You need fuel to keep going. That fuel is your prayer, your connection to God. And as you continue your journey, you'll need guidance. And just like GPS, God may reroute you, but He will never leave you lost. You see, you've been through a lot just to reach your destination, but there's one consistent presence: God. He's always there, just like the fuel, the mechanic, and the GPS. He's going to fuel you up when you're on the verge of giving up. He's going to guide you, and He's going to repair you through the life lessons that will shape you and the people who will help you. No matter how bumpy the road is, even if you're late, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you reach your destination, your goal in life with God in it. And as long as you keep going and keep the faith, you'll reach the destination that's meant for you. If you look at my life at 21, I graduated, took the board exam, and didn't pass. At 23, I got my first job. Now at 27, I'm still working and started my lifelong dream, which is this podcast. I'm still single, but I'm happy. I get to learn from my experiences in different aspects of life, and I'm still learning. That is the beauty of life. As long as you're alive, regardless of your age, you always have a chance to learn, to grow, to build a dream, and to achieve it. But of course, with the guidance of the Lord, because His plans will always be the best for us. You may have your own timelines, but when you surrender your plans to God, His timing may not align with yours. It may feel slow, it may test your patience, but it will always lead to what's meant for you. So don't rush. Give yourself permission to breathe, to pause, and to bloom on your own season. There's no shame in taking your time. Remember, you are not behind. There's no deadlines for your dreams. And no matter how hard the journey feels, trust that God walks with you, guiding you in every steps, even the one that feels slow. Until next time, keep going, keep the faith, and keep believing in your journey. I hope each episode and every word spoken here, a piece of this podcast reaches from me to you. May you always find something meaningful to carry with you on your journey through life. If this episode resonated with you, kindly click that subscribe button for more real life talks about love, self love, adulting, and life's challenges. Once again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode. This has been From Me to You, Life in Words.